Hello, fellow humans. Dave from Nerdodiversity here. We came up with an idea, and we think you'll like it. And what the idea is that we tell a story on our media forums, and it's kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons type story. Um, we're going to use the dice. We're going to use the D&D books for reference and stuff. And we'll do an episodic series online here, and I think you'll really like it. Without further ado, here is ADHD&D episode 0. A scream rang out into the night sky and was cut short. As David Rokar looked back towards the house, he could see flames flickering in the upstairs windows. He ran towards the house, knowing his kids and wife were still inside. As soon as he got inside the house, the kids were already there and met him at the front door. "Go to the safe spot," he said. "I'll meet you guys there. I have to go get Mom." As the kids left and he ran up the stairs, he could smell the smoke and he was choking on it. As he got to the upstairs bedroom, he pushed open the door and could see clearly through the flames his wife in the bed with a knife sticking out of her chest. He tried to get to her, but the flames were too much. So he turned around and decided to focus on the children and ran out to the meeting place, got the children, and then went to the stables and took their wagon and 2 horses, and they left the burning building behind. And that is where our story begins. And that is where you'll meet our adventurers as they flee from their burning house out of the forest and into the plain area between Waterdeep walls and the forest. So, our characters come out of the forest and into this plains area between the forest line and the walls of Waterdeep. Waterdeep, of course, is the largest city on the Sword Coast in Faerun and Forgotten Realms. And it's a well-known city. So your characters are fleeing from this burning building, which was this fantastic, very large mansion in the forest that had been built by the mother. So, yes, your characters are fleeing burning building, burning mansion, and you figure, David figures, the best place for the small children would be with their aunt. So they head toward the aunt's house. Now, he needed to find out who was responsible for his wife's death. He wanted to know who would do this. She was a very well-respected woman who was on the council of Waterdeep, which is why they could afford the big mansion. And, he figured she may have enemies from being on the council, but he needed to find out who was responsible and get revenge. We'd be going next to Aunt Tiff's house, where we would drop off the 2 younger children. And then Sam and I would go on our journey. So from there, we would probably head, I'm thinking, into Waterdeep.
Probably.
So we head towards Waterdeep. I need to get my dice out because I didn't do that yet. Shame on me.
So she has like... She has like star and night themed accessories. This is yours, Father.
You're talking about actual horses. They don't have accessories. We're talking about real horses, not
These are part
not
of...
warrior cats themed horses.
Yeah.
Well, I mean like tack and stuff, like saddle pads.
Which we would have had the ability to have.
See, yours is all storm themed.
Okay. Well, wow.
And
She really spent a lot of money on stupid stuff.
she must not have been that smart. I mean, she married a doppelganger.
She probably didn't know. She probably didn't know I was a doppelganger.
Okay.
I mean, she might have known by the time she was murdered. She might have known by then that we were
I
doppelgangers.
imagine the part where she had a doppelganger kid would probably give it away.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Two, actually, because I'm saying Abby and I are.
But yeah, so we are heading towards Waterdeep.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to do I want to do a perception check. And I want you to as well. Because I want to make sure nobody's following us.
Okay. Which one is that?
Wow. I rolled with advantage and I got 2 2s.
Okay, I got an 18.
And you add your perception modifier, your bonus to it, wisdom modifier, which is 2 for me, but yours is probably different.
22.
Nice. So you believe that we are being followed?
Father, we are being followed.
Hmm. How far? Probably, what? A couple 100 feet behind us, in the bushes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to Gesundheit, by the way. I'm going to do detect magic.
Should I also do it since...
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
There is magic involved.
Is it the person who killed the mother?
We don't know. I'm going to turn around and look and make a perception check. See if I can see the person that's following us.
Given how you rolled last time, should I also try and look?
Yes. Oh, I got a 19 this time.
I also got a 19. 19, 20, 21, 20, 23.
So 22. So, I think with a 22, I'd have to roll a stealth check for him. Let's roll a stealth check for the bad guy. They got a 2, so they are clearly visible to us both. At which point, I cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
What's that do?
Dissonant Whispers. Let me read it to you.
By the way, I can just talk to our horses whenever, so...
Focus.
I was just saying.
Dissonant Whispers. I sing, basically. I whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you. The creature doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground, such as a fire or a pit. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move away. A deafened creature automatically succeeds on the save. So, he has to roll. He doesn't make my save. He doesn't make my saving throw. So he takes 3d6 psychic damage.
So which one does the squares?
Okay.
No one.
It's my damage.
True.
So he takes 12 damage from me and has to move as far as he can the opposite direction from me. So he turns and just runs. So do we follow him or do we go the other way because he can't follow us right now? We could lose him. Or we could go after him and try to take him out. What do you think?
I mean, we're on horses. He's on foot. I think there's a good chance we could catch him.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I guess I turned the horse around and we're going.
Okay. So what, you take
Your
off
horse
after?
is probably faster.
I guess we'll both take off after him.
Mhm. Your horse is faster.
I wanted to know who he was. When we get up close to him, I'm going to read his thoughts.
Okay. Oh yeah, we can do that.
Unfortunately, for me, his thoughts are mostly, oh crap, 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 oh crap. But I do get the sense that because I can roll a insight, which is a 19. So with my insight and my read thoughts, I'm able to detect that this person is evil aligned.
Rude.
So I tell that to you as we're catching up to him.
Mm.
Whoever he is, he's evil. I am going to do something bad because I'm in a rage because somebody just offed my wife.
Okay.
So I am going to aim my horse directly at him.
I wanted to.
Don't worry, you can run him over after I do.
Okay. Nice to see we had the same thought.
I'm going to make a athletics check or animal handling. So it's 13 athletics and a 17 animal handling. I think that's enough. So as I and I just, the horse rears up and just comes down on this guy.
How much damage does that do? Probably a lot. Horse kicks hurt are not
Well,
nice.
it's putting the full weight of the horse on his body. He's probably crunching some bones.
My horse is heavier than yours.
So he goes down. I start slowing down to turn around, basically, and at this point, you're catching up to, you're almost up to where he is on the ground. He is prone.
So do I also do that?
Whatever you want to do.
Since I speak with animals, do I have to roll animal handling? Like, can you step on that guy?
So you cast Speak with Animals?
I guess, yeah.
Let's see what your horse thinks about that. Your horse says gladly. As she runs up to him and is like, poof, 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 and knocks him into the ground.
Into a paste.
Yeah, pretty much. There's blood. It's not good.
Building a
Your
story.
horse just really trusts you and knows that you wouldn't,
Okay.
for some reason thinks that you're not evil and knows that you wouldn't do that unless you
Had a good
Had a
reason.
good reason.
Okay.
Uh-uh.
I'm neutral, so I'm not evil. Plus, I'm probably like really nice to my horse.
You probably have a really good bond with it, so I mean, you tell it to step on somebody, it's gonna step on somebody.
So, is he dead?
Not quite.
After being stepped on by 2 horses,
He's very, very injured. As
good opportunity to figure out who he is.
I get off my horse and I walk over to him. And I kick him back onto his back.
Okay.
And I tell him, you got one chance to tell me who you are, why you're following us.
Oh, and since he can read thoughts, he can tell if he's lying.
Yep. I nod at you to read his thoughts as he answers the question.
Yeah, I do.
He says, I'll never tell. And I put my foot into one of his wounds and I push a little bit. And I say, excuse me?
She just died right there.
He says, I can't tell you who I work for. He'd kill my whole family.
Then don't say it. Just think it and we'll read your mind and they'll never know.
You know he's telling the truth.
Well, if he just
Whoever he's talking about, he's more afraid of them than he is of us.
Well, if he just thinks it, then he's not saying it.
No, but you still know that he's thinking that.
Well, if he just
Because you're reading his thoughts.
if he just thinks of who he works for, then he's not telling.
He's blocking it out. He doesn't want to
Oh.
slip up. I give him one more chance. He doesn't make a saving throw. He slips into unconsciousness.
Is he dead or just unconscious?
Right now he's unconscious. If he doesn't get medical assistance, he'll be dead.
Do we help him? And is my horse pulling the wagon that we have, or?
Yeah. That's why it took longer for you to catch up.
Well, your horse is also faster than
Yeah.
mine. So do we put him in the wagon and get him help?
Yeah, let's put him in the wagon. Tie him up.
Okay. So you're not evil. We're getting him help.
Maybe. We'll see.
What do you mean, maybe? I can't just kill him.
Well, no, I'm not gonna kill him, but I might not help him either if he's not forthcoming with his information. When
He
wakes
doesn't-
up.
Well, if we make him tell when he's like, they're gonna kill the entire family of mine if I tell you, then are we really better than the person who killed the mother?
Well, also, you know he's evil aligned.
True, I guess.
You can't bump the table like that. The camera's on it, and you're making earthquakes.
So do we just keep him prisoner?
Yeah, for now.
Oh, okay.
We'd be doing the
Did
same
we-
thing either way.
Okay, did we at least stop his bleeding though? Because otherwise that's gonna...
Yeah, we bandaged him up.
Okay.
He's no longer dying. He's stabilized. He's in the back of our wagon, tied up,
Nice.
as we head towards Waterdeep.
Like, when we enter, we're gonna be like, hi, don't check the wagon.
After some time, we get to Waterdeep. The walls of Waterdeep are towering. They're huge. And there's guards numerous guards over every inch of these walls. The guards look down upon our wagon and horses, and they say, "Hey, who goes there?" They know who we are.
Okay.
Once they see who we are, they decide to let us in the gates. You know,
Luckily, without checking the wagon.
they don't bother to check the wagon at all. So, as we are getting into town, I'm going to stop at one of the guards that I happen to know,
Okay.
and I'm going to whisper some things to him.
What are you whispering?
You don't know.
Okay.
And he goes, "Oh, very well. I'll make sure. I'll make it happen."
Can I read his mind to see what you said?
He's gonna get me a meeting with the security officer.
Okay.
Well, so we get to town, we get in there, we talk to the guard goes away, we go, and we go to downtown area, and we are going to check out a tavern. We go sit at this particular tavern. It's a very upscale tavern in the heart of Waterdeep. So this particular tavern is called the Yawning Portal. Really? So, it is located on Rain Run Street in Castle Ward, between Castle Waterdeep and Snail Street. It's perhaps the most famous tavern in all the Sword Coast. We go there, we go in, we're greeted by we walk into the Yawning Portal, and we're greeted by a human by the name of Durnan. He owns the place. He knows me well. I've spent a lot of time here over the years. Well, you know, your mom was in some council meeting or another. I came down here and had a drink or
What
some
about
food.
the children?
Bar. We're greeted by Durnan, who knows me well. He says, "Welcome. What tidings do you bring today, David?" And I say, "Well, not so good, Durnan." And I explained to him what happened at the homestead. Very quietly, of course. I don't want everybody to hear. But he's like, "Oh my gosh, oh my goodness, I'll get you guys a meal, and you know, it's on the house, and anything you need, you know, you let me know." So he brings us some food, and we sit and we eat for a while. Before a man walks in, kind of a skinny man, wearing a security outfit, and he comes over to the table and he says, "The city guard captain will meet with you now." So we head out to that, of course, and we go to our meeting, and I explain to the captain that we've captured someone who was following us, and we have him in our wagon. So of course he wants the guy. And I don't see any reason not to let him have him. So we let the guard captain take over. And he says he's going to begin an investigation immediately. Yeah, so we bring our prisoner into the guard captain's meeting room, and he sits the guy down, and obviously we've healed him enough so that he's conscious again. And he begins asking him questions, and he tells us, you know, we've got it from here, you guys can go.
But I want to know what he says.
That is of course what we want, yes. So we ask if we can stay. Guard captain agrees. Lets us stay. The interrogation. It's only because it's you guys. See if he gathers any information. So at first the guy resists giving him any information. That's a 17 though. So he slips up a little bit, and he says, you know, the person in charge here in Waterdeep would kill my whole family. He slips up and he says that little bit about the person here in Waterdeep who's in charge. So now we know that it's someone here in Waterdeep who's in charge of him.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so let's take it.
I think we should stop there. Thank you for watching, and as always, hit that subscribe button and like our video, and follow us on all our social medias, and links in the description, and we'll see you in the next one.